Hey guys, RedPandaMining here. Welcome to my start to finish mining build in this Rosewill RSV-L4000C. This is a 4U rack mount server case chassis that supports 6 to 8 graphic cards with all the necessary pre-drilled holes for ease of installation. Suitable for up to 13-inch long GPUs and has a fan controller inside for your 80mm fans. Fitment for 3 120mm fans in the front, and as well it comes with a foam filter in the front to minimize the dust. Today guys, I'm going to be putting in the 8 Zotac GTX 1060 6GB minis, an 850 watt Thermaltake power supply, a 1TB hard drive I just had laying around, a Gigabyte GA Z270XP-SLI board, a bunch of Arctic cooling and Noctua fans. This is going to be a long one guys. I'll timestamp everything. Let's get started. Okay guys, so with this Rosewill RSV-L4000C, I really want to... Initially I saw this case online, I saw the technicals do a similar build, and I want to get a mining rack, a server rack, and change most of my mining rigs into these kind of cases, and have a smaller footprint and manage the heat better. So yeah, let's get started with the build. So I've already put in the fans here, the 3 120mm Noctua industrial PPC fans, and they're ready to go here on this side. I already put in the power supply, pretty easy to do. 24 pin and the 8-pin CPU cables are already in. RGB tough power 850 watts already in. I put the motherboard standoffs already inside here, so you have to fit them according to your motherboard. So I fit it according to this Gigabyte SLI plus motherboard. So now we have to put in the I/O shield for the motherboard, and let's do that now. Pop that in there. Alright, there we go. Now we can put the motherboard in. And here it is, the Gigabyte GA-Z270XP-SLI. Really nice board. Let's put it in carefully. Gonna match it to the standoffs that you put in on the motherboard tray. Perfect. Okay, so now I need my screwdriver and iFixit screwdriver. You guys have this? It's really good. Get the screws. First one in. Really excited for this. I got a really good deal on this case for 50 bucks. The prices of these cases have come down quite a lot. I know that last year, or a couple months ago to last year, these cases were quite expensive, like $200, $300. But now that the cryptocurrency market's down, the prices for these server cases are just really cheap now. A few more bolts here. Strip this one here. Okay. One more. Alright, what's next? Okay, I'm gonna plug in the cables to the motherboard here, just so we don't have to do it later. So we're gonna try to do some cable management right now, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna put these cables underneath here. motherboard one first. Motherboard's in. The CPU next. Okay. CPU cable's in. Shove it down here. Keep these cables down. So, just scratched myself. Okay, guys, what's next? So, motherboard's in, power supply, plug these cables in. I'm gonna put the fans in. I think that's the next start. So, these fans in the front are pulling air from the front, pushing them down this way, and the air will go out this way. So these fans, you see how there's a part here, and the fan is faced here. The air is going to blow out that way. So you want to face them this way. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 spots for fans right here. So I'm going to put one here. Yeah, right there. Okay. Alright, let's start the first one. A screwdriver. I'm going to get a lot of scratches on my arms doing this build. Already got one right there. I'll definitely fast forward some parts. The iFixit kit is nice, but it's sometimes you need Klein tools. This is not sponsored. Next here, okay. I think I'm gonna, okay, so I gotta get the fan controller. Alright, you know what, fan controller, and the, this is the PCIe to USB. So it's basically a 4-port PCIe riser card. And yeah, you can buy this on Amazon. So I'm gonna plug it down here into the 5th slot here. Doesn't matter which one, but I'm just going to do it in the back here, because I'm going to use the other 4 slots here for the other 4, and then these 4 are going to be with another 4 cards. Okay, so here's the fan controller. This is for these 3 front fans here. I had this extra, so you guys might just be able to buy extenders and like put it here on this fan controller here. But it's okay. Okay. Take this out. So it's gonna sit like so. Like that. These cables are gonna go over here. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna keep it off to the side here for now. So now let's plug in the. Let's put in the hard drive. Here's the hard drive. Just a random 1 terabyte. You guys can use any hard drive. You can use an SSD if you want it faster. But like, I just had this laying around and I'm just gonna use this. Shove it on the side here. Oh, I put it the wrong way. The bolts underneath have to match up on the front of the side you're gonna screw it in. I'm gonna pause the video, guys. Battery might be dying. Okay, guys, we're back. Plug together. Screw the other piece here. Okay, I'm gonna plug in the SATA cable. Just gonna shove that up here. Cable management's going to get pretty hard once we put all the power cables and everything inside. Okay, what's next? Okay, I think I'm going to start. Oh, I'm going to plug these in. I should really get these through before I put everything in. Motherboard, power button and whatnot, USB ports. Sorry. And what's this? LED. This is for USB, I guess, which I don't need. I'm just gonna leave them here like this. Shove it under here. Try to keep it nice and, you know, cable managed as best as possible. Okay, so now I'm gonna start putting the cards in. Alright, let's do it. Alright, so this is gonna go right on the first one here. Actually, I'm gonna pre-fit all these in first to see if they all fit. I haven't done that yet. So that. Here, one more. And here. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Look at that. 8 cards. 8 GTX 1060s. Zotac 1060 minis. 6 gigabyte versions. They fit perfect right in there. Okay, I think I'm going to screw these in now. I think that's a good idea. Let's do that. Just going to use one screw for each one. That's probably all I need. What's nice about this case is that there's another standoff at the bottom which holds the cards at the bottom level with the riser. I'll fast forward some of these parts, guys, don't worry. Just recording everything. Okay. Before I forget, I really want to plug this thing in. Controller. This is the power for it. Okay. Now, pause it here. Okay guys, cards are in. I'm gonna put these fans in now. These are just extra fans I had laying around. I'm gonna put one here. Nope, it's gotta go this way. The air's gotta go out that way. Okay, I'm going to plug this fan right here and this 3-pin fan header on this fan controller that came with the case. I'm going to plug my knock to a fan in here. Yeah, that looks like a good spot. Man, this thing's hard. Hard to screw in. Okay, so one fan there, another fan there. Cards are in. Oh, I forgot I had another fan. Right, this is the 4th Arctic cooling fan, so I'm just going to put it right here. Yeah, one's good enough. Plug that in right into the fan header. If it'll fit. Okay, there we go. Now I have to make sure we plug the power in for the fan header there. These guys are all going to here later. I gotta plug in all the rest of the stuff first. Gotta get the riser cables in. You know what, I'm gonna do that now because I know that'll be the hardest part. So these are the riser cables for the video cards, for the risers. And let's do it. Let's do one by one. And put these down over here. So it's here. And flip the riser down to here. I'm gonna try to get them all in the same spot. There's one. Yeah, next riser. Two. Third riser. USB cable. Three. Make sure they're all snug and tight. Four. This guy in. That's four. Okay, I got the four in there. Now the rest of the four are going to go into this PCIe 4 USB card here. Can you guys see that? Kind of, yeah. We're going to the first one. Coming together. I'll find a way to make these guys tighter. I'm gonna plug all these in first, then I'll make it look nice. Okay, so I got all the USB in, USB cables. Now I'm going to try to make it nice here and tidy. Ouch, I want to break my monitor. I don't know if you guys can see that, if I'm like zap strapping the cable, but it's just tying it down pretty much. I'm sure you guys can do that. Okay, next is the PCIe power. I think I gotta put on all the power cables now. So, let's start with these bad boys. So, I got these PCIe cables that go with this power supply. And then I got these PCIe splitters so we can get more power. Don't be alarmed because you'll have enough power to divert power to the riser and your graphic card by using these PCIe adapters. I'll show you guys. So let's start by plugging these into the power supply. Okay, I'm going to run them all through here. I guess I should have done that before. Oh man, I feel like I'm going to get cut. Case is pretty sharp. Okay, that's that. So each one of these is going to go to a graphic card and a riser, but with a splitter. So, got a splitter here. Match it up with the notch there. There you go. So one's going to go to the power supply, graphic card. And the other is going to go to a riser power, which is kind of hard to get, but it's there. Okay, so there's the first one. I'm gonna cable manage this. Okay. Now, that's just for one card, okay? We gotta do a whole bunch more. I'll just fast forward it here. So So that's for one card. Now you guys see this extra PCIe here. Alright, so that was two cards. Now for the second PCIe. On to the third card. It's in. Second cable. Plug the fourth card in. Into the riser. Okay. Need to cable manage this a little bit better. Try to cable manage as you go, guys. Helps a lot. Okay, we got the last cable here. So this is for... Okay, you guys probably have questions about the last two cards. How I only have 3 and 1 goes to 2 cards. We're going to be using Molex for the last 2, which is enough power. So let's get this one. PCIe adapter splitter into 2. Same thing. It looks like a different color because I got a different brand, so it's just longer. Cable manage, because this is quite long. I'm going to do the other one. So this is for number 5 and number 6 GPU. Cable manage this, guys. Okay. Now, time for the Molex. So Molex one, plug into here. I set this one up already. Gonna go down here. So each Molex cable will have 1 GPU and 1 riser. As you can see here, this one's going to go into the GPU. And the other one's going to go in the other GPU. Okay. So now the power for the that's good. Power now for the risers. We're going to be doing SATA. Now I know you guys are going to be like, oh no, he's doing SATA. Don't do 2 or 3 on one SATA cable, just do 1. So it won't melt your cable. And these are GTX 1060s, they take much less power. Like I would, GTX 1060 and below, like 1050s, I would use SATA and below, but not 1070s or 1080s or RX 580s or 570s. Okay, continuing, so the Molex plugged into the GPU. I'm going to use this extra one for the power for the fan controller. Plug that in right here. And that's in. I'm going to plug the rest of these fans in. It's going to look wonky, but that's the best we can do. We can just cable manage this a little bit better. I need a pair of scissors. Optimize airflow, you know. And couple all these together so nothing moves. Okay. Nice. Okay, that's it for the Molex. Now I gotta plug the SATA in. The dreaded SATA. Oh, okay, so I forgot the power for the fan controller. That is also SATA, so let's figure that out first. I gotta run this cable all the way down here. Okay, there's that one. Cable management. Shove it down there. Okay, now the SATA, plug the SATA in. Okay. The other one, the last one. And we're pretty much done, guys. We plugged everything in. Just gonna plug the hard drive power and the last GPU riser. Cutting myself here. Hard drive's in. And the last SATA cable for the graphic card riser. Wonderful U-bit risers. Hey guys, there you have it. Oh, I'm gonna try and flip this so you guys can see the GPUs. Can you guys see that from here? Nope. I'm gonna bring it over. I don't want to scratch my computer. Break anything. Okay. There we go. Okay, there you go. You guys see that? Alright. 8 GTX 1060s, 6 gigabytes. Everything's all plugged in. Let's see if it starts up, guys. This is gonna be a real hoot. So I want to make sure it powers on before I plug in the monitor, all that jazz. Okay. Alright guys, I have to move it. Okay, before I start, I just moved it here. And I'm gonna plug in the power for you guys. This is gonna be the first. This is the first startup of it. See if I can do this with one hand while holding the camera. Okay. All right. Power plugs in, as you can see, and let's turn it on. Don't blow up. Alright, no smoke, nothing yet, looks good. Alright guys, let's see if I can get into it, and I'll show you guys how it mines.